It's very good evening, all. Am I audible? Could you please check the team? Am I audible, Ashok garu? Could you please type the message?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir, it's audible.
thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, guys, welcome to the sessions of data structures and algorithms and competitive coding using Java and Python. This is the syllabus which I already discussed in the first demo session, that is in the last session. So unexpectedly, the video ended after 1 hour. A small technical issue encountered. Sorry for that. Yes, just may revise the syllabus. What I'm going to covering under this subject. So the subject is DSA and competitive programming using Java and Python. Yeah, my name is Dr. Venkata Ramana, having 25 years of experience in academics, research, and as well industry experience and as a technical trainer. Yes, this is the syllabus, foundations, intro to data structures and algorithms, time and space complexity of algorithms, a basic recursion, arrays and string related problems. So the main problem, the main platform which we are going to using is LeetCode. All the problems related with arrays and strings we are solving from the LeetCode or geeks. Sometimes HackerRank, sometimes CodeChef. But the 80 to 90 percentage of the problem solving, I will show you the live coding in LeetCode. Next, searching techniques, sorting algorithms, linked list, problems on linked list, stacks and queues, expression conversions and evaluation, trees, graphs, heaps and priority queues, and advanced trees like AVL and B trees, and advanced graph algorithms, hash tables, maps and sets, bit manipulations, tries, and the algorithm problem solving techniques, backtracking, greedy, and deep. This is what the syllabus I am going to cover. Yes, anyway, this is the syllabus will be posted in the WhatsApp group. Let me discuss just 5 to 10 minutes. What do you mean by Mang interview? How to prepare these Mang interviews? Anyone? What is M stands for? What is the double A stands for? What is N and what is G? Previously, it is called FANG interviews. Now it is MANG. M stands for Meta. These are the company names. A stands for Amazon. And second A stands for Apple. And this N stands for Netflix. All these are the product companies. Google. How you people can face these product interviews conducted by Meta, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google for freshers or experienced? So these are the companies conduct coding uh, challenging interviews, technical interviews for software engineer roles. Generally, the first round is online assessment. This online assessment is having 2 to 5 number of problems, and generally they will provide 60 to 120 minutes of time. Just now, I given a list of topics, right, in the syllabus. Generally, you will get all these online assessment problems related with arrays, strings, hashing, recursion, dynamic programming, graphs, and trees. And then the second round is technical interview. Generally, you may have 2 to 3 rounds of technical interview. Again, in technical interview, the interviewer start asking problems related with all the concepts. Like they will ask you the problems related with the graphs, DP, backtracking, bit manipulations, linked list, stacks, queues, BST. What's the syllabus I shown to you? On all the topics, they will start as the problem solving again in technical interview. Yeah, the next round is that system design interview. System design. Generally, it happens for experienced candidate, not for freshers. And number 4, behavioral interview. Here, they will assess your communication skills, leadership skills, teamwork, and problem solving skills. So these are the 4 different types of rounds happens in these MANG interviews. All these are product companies, offers nearly 50 lakh packages. So learn all about important data structures and important algorithms. What we supposed to be do? What is your preparation? How your preparation strategy for these MANG interviews? You should thorough with one programming language at least. It may be Java as you wish it is, C++ or Python. Second thing, master the fundamentals of data structures and algorithms. And as well learn all sort of algorithms with time and space complexities and solve at least 300 to 400 DSA problems. So mainly try to prefer the platforms like LeetCode. It is very, very important. Most preferable and important platform. Or you may also go with HackerRank or practice problems which are given in Geeks for Geeks practice. Or you may go with CodeChef or Code Forces, as you like. But this is most important, LeetCode, right? Yes, guys. Yeah, let me start explaining the first topic, just which I shown in the syllabus. Intro to data structures and algorithms. And then I will explain time and space complexity of algorithms, how we can analyze the code. This is the first topic. This is first topic, intro to data structures and algorithms. Guys, here you're supposed to be understand what is a data structure and what is an algorithm. These are the two different concepts. Data structure means how to store data. Always deals regarding data storage. Whereas the algorithm deals how you can process the data which is held by the data structure. For example, an array is a data structure where we can store a large number of data items. Storage. Array is a data structure, deals only storage. So data structures are meant for storing large volumes of the data. I hope you are with me. So then what about algorithm? For example, linear search is an algorithm. Binary search is an algorithm. These algorithms are applied onto this data structure array for searching an element or for finding position of the given element in an array, where that element exists in an array. Is it exist? Is it present or not? That we can do. So, what is algorithm is? It's a step-by-step process used to process the data which is held by the data structure. For example, consider stack data structure. Stack is a linear data structure where we can store large volumes of the data. And the data can be processed based on the principle last in, first out. On the stack, do you know what are the algorithms we can apply? Push is one algorithm. Pop is another algorithm. These are the algorithms. The algorithm push inserts data item into the stack. The algorithm pop deletes the element from the data structure. Data processing is the objective of these push and pop algorithms. Maybe storing the data into the data structure or deleting the data from the data structure. Consider even a queue data structure where the algorithms are NQ and DQ, which are used to insert and delete the elements from the queue. Consider a tree data structure. It's a collection of nodes. One of the node is the root and remaining all are the childs, left child or right child. And what are the algorithms? Traversals. What are the traversals? In order, pre-order, post-order, level order. By using those traversals, we can visit all the data items or the nodes which we stored inside the tree. If you want to perform any sort of operation on tree, traversal algorithms are very, very important. So that basic difference we supposed to understand. What is a data structure and what is an algorithm? Data structure is all about how to store data. Algorithm is all about how to process the data. So whenever you want to process a huge, large amount of the data, we need a data structure. Sir, I'm having just some of the examples already given. What are the data structures? What are the algorithms? The examples are clearly mentioned here. So you may ask, sir, I'm having only one item, 50 is the age of the person. Just for storing one number, just a data type int is enough. It's not required to use a data structure for storing one element. These primitive types are more than enough. No need to go with the data structure. Int is a primitive data type. Just for holding one single data item, primitive data type is more than enough. Whereas if you want to store age values of 1,000 students or salaries of 50,000 employees, then the data structures comes into the picture. You may go with an array, or you may go with a string, or a linked list, anything, right? So whenever you want to process a huge amount of the data, then go with a data structure, store the data inside the data structure, and then start do processing that data. Am I clear? That's the reason we have primitive data structures, non-primitive data structures. Primitive means all data types supported by any language comes under primitive types. Non-primitive types. Primitive data structures, non-primitive data structures. Non-primitive data structures means arrays, strings, linked list, trees, graphs, hash tables, heaps. All these are the non-primitive data structures. So this is what the basic definition is supposed to be understood. Got it? Some comments, duration of this data. Okay. Yeah. I will take your questions. Let me complete my session. Try to give me a 15 minutes of time. Once whatever the doubts you want to ask, write those questions in your notebook and maintain the notebook. Have a 200 pages of white notebook. Whatever the concepts I am discussing, take the heading. What are the points I discussing? Just to make the running notes of those points. Maintain one notebook. So that is helpful while appearing for the interviews for the revision purpose. Try to maintain a notebook. While I'm discussing, try to make the note of all these points. Okay. Yes, sir. Sir, how to define a data structure? Very simple, guys. What is the basic definition of a data structure? Data structure is the way of storing and organizing the data. Storing and organizing the data. So data structure is the way of storing and organizing the data in a computer's memory for efficient data processing. That's a single line definition. So once the data is stored inside a data structure, the data can be processed efficiently. Efficiency means in terms of time, that is speed, in terms of space. Efficiency always you supposed to be speak in terms of time and space. Any code or any algorithm which takes minimum time and minimum space is efficient. The advantage of data structures and algorithms is that you may implement the code which takes minimum time for execution as well minimum computer's memory space. That is called optimized code. A code which takes minimum time for execution, minimum space for execution, such kind of the code is called optimized code. So a simple basic definition of a data structure, it's a particular way of storing and organizing the data in a computer so that the data can be processed efficiently. This is the basic definition of data structure. So it's a particular way of storing and organizing data in a computer's memory, in a computer's memory for efficient data processing, for efficient data processing. This is what's the single line definition. Sir, where all these, some simple examples of data structures. Let me give few examples of data structures. Stack is a data structure. Queue is a data structure. Linked list is a data structure. Tree, graphs, hash tables. All these are the examples of data structures, right? All these are the basic examples of data structures. Sir, where we can create all these data structure inside main memory of the computer, where all these data structures resides are hard disk. So data structures resides either in the main memory of the computer, that is RAM, random access memory, or disk means hard disk, secondary storage device. Yes. So data structures resides inside computer's main memory or inside the disk space. Am I clear? These 3 points. The first point is, what is a data structure? It's a particular way of storing and organizing the data. Data storage is the main objective of a data structure. Whenever you want to process large volumes of the data, data structure. Simple example I can tell you. Consider a library in an university. they are having 1,000 volumes of books. All the books are arranged according to the author's name based on ascending order. So that what is the advantage? If a student want to get one textbook, he may access the book very easily. Or some new books are encountered, the librarian may arrange those new books in their respective places accurately with less time. Yes or no? Suppose in a library the books are not arranged in the ascending order on the name of the author, what happens? Accessing the books, searching a book among those thousands of volumes, or insertion, deletions, everything becomes so difficult, right? Yeah, that is called organization, arrangement of the data. Storage and organization means consider an array. How the data is organized in an array. How data is organized in an array is the best example of a data structure. A string is also a data structure. How the data is organized in an array? The data is organized sequentially, one after the other. A group, a set of elements are stored in an array, one after the other. This is the arrangement of the data in an array. This is the way of organizing the data in an array. How the data is organized in a stack? Based on the principle last in, first out. Yeah, the first inserted element is 10. Next inserting element is 20, 30, 40, and 50. The 50 will be deleted first, 40 is deleted next. Last in, first out is the organization, arrangement of the data inside the stack. Storage and organization, so that the data can be processed in a more efficient way. Clear? This is the first thing what is supposed to be understood. Clear? Any doubts or clarifications, please let me know. Type your doubts in the chat box. Moving on, the next point. First point is what is a data structure. What is the next point I want to discuss is, there are so many data structures, right? Like arrays, strings, linked lists, stacks, queues, trees, graphs, hash tables. Some of the data structures suited to use some particular type of applications. For example, consider B trees. Advanced trees is a data structure. It is mainly used to implement databases. In a database implementation, B trees and B plus trees are highly useful. Sir, how these B trees are used in databases? For creating index onto the database. I hope some of the students aware DBMS subject. In DBMS, we have SQL, structured query language, a database language. In SQL, you may get a concept called how to create an index. Create index name on database name. Do you know what internally happens? Guys, internally, the database implementation is using so many data structures. One of the familiar and popular is B trees. A hash table is another data structure used by databases. B trees and hashing, these are the two data structures used inside database implementation for the purpose of creating index onto the database. For example, a database is having 1 lakh records. How I can access a particular record from 1 lakh records? Searching takes a lot of time. Hence, indexing is required. Like how we have index at the end of the textbook. Consider a textbook with 1,000 pages. If I want to read one particular topic, go to the index. Index is arranged in alphabetical order. Find the topic. Beside of the topic, we have a number. Go to that page number directly. Start reading that topic. This is what we are doing, right? Similarly, here also. A database which is having 1 lakh records. If you want to access a particular record from the database, indexing is required. What is the advantage? Fast retrieval of the data from the database. So, data structures are widely used in so many domains. AI, ML, cloud, gaming applications, compiler designs, operating systems, in the GPS systems. So many areas, guys. Not one or two. There are so many domains where we are using data structures for different purposes. Even hash table is also used in a databases for the purpose of create indexing onto the database. Got it? So in a database management systems, a B tree is used for creating indexing onto the databases. So there are some set of databases which are specially suited for various kinds of applications. B trees, hash tables used in the implementation of databases. Similarly, hash tables are used in compiler designs for the lookup of identifiers. Compiler stores all the identifiers used in a program inside a hash table. Done. And whereas coming to the operating system, in an operating system, the data structure Q is used in process management, and whereas linked list used for memory management. Right, like this, and as well trees is a data structure used for file system management. Huge number of data structures in the, we are having Windows in our machine, right? It's an operating system. In the implementation of such kind of operating systems like Windows, Linux, so many data structures are implemented inside those operating systems. We are having one of the CPU scheduling algorithm called round robin scheduling algorithm. Yeah, to implement this RR scheduling means how processes should be executed. Q data structure comes into the picture. Memory management, linked list. Trees are useful in file system. Operating system maintains a file system that will be created by using trees. Just a few things I listed here. Anyway. Finally, guys, what I want to tell you is that these data structures and algorithms are mainly meant for implementing applications which runs minimum time and which takes minimum space. A program said to be efficient when it executes in minimum time and with minimum memory space. That is called optimized code, right? For that one, DSA is the important subject. Code optimization is the key here. For that one, we should use DSA so that we may write applications. You may implement code in such a way that which takes minimum time, minimum space. So, what is the point here I want to tell to is that if you are implementing any application or a code using data structures and algorithms, that becomes more efficient, scalable, and robust. So, if you implemented a code by using data structures and algorithms, that code is definitely efficient. Efficient means in terms of time. Efficient means in terms of utilization of resources. Resources means space. One of the important resources is memory space. Minimum time, minimum space. If you are implemented code by using data structures and algorithms, that application becomes scalable. That means the size of the data is 500 elements just for today. Tomorrow, the data size may become 1000 elements. Hey, at that time also, your application works. When data size increases, without any side effects, your application runs. That is called scalable. Scaling up, scaling down means if the data size is increased, yeah, your application works because that application implemented by using data structures and algorithms. And robust. If you are implemented an application using DSA, that application becomes robust. Means any sort of errors are encountered that can be handled in an efficient way by checking edge cases and all. That's what the data structures and algorithms is. Sir, where we using these data structures and algorithms? We are using data structures in compiler design, operating systems, graphics, networking, databases, AI, and GPS systems, search engines, and as well gaming applications. Next, let me explain what are the different types of data structures. What are the different types of data structures? Data structures categorized into two types: linear data structures, non-linear data structures. But I'm giving a little primitive data structures, non-primitive data structures. Primitive and non-primitive, two categories. Primitive means what are the data types supported by any language called primitive data structures. For example, consider Java, char, we have 8 primitive data types, right? Int, right? A float, boolean, byte, short, right? We have 8 primitive. All these are the primitive data structures. If we consider C or C++, char, int, float, and double. Got it? And long is another one in Java. These are the primitive data structures. Sir, all primitive data types comes under primitive data structures. Here, guys, it is possible to store only single data value. Yes or no? Agreed or no? That's the reason here we have a limitation. Yes or no? That's the reason we need non-primitive data structures. Simple example I can tell you guys. Sir, I am having two numbers. My first number is having some 1,000 digits, sir. And my second number is also having 1,000 digits, sir. Now I want to add these two numbers, sir. It doesn't works. No, because how many digits are there in my number? 1,000 digits. How many digits are there in my second number? 1,000 digits. Yeah, that's the limitation of these primitive types, primitive data structures. Understood? What is the limitation of these primitive types here? Got it? Capable of storing a single value and capable of storing a limited range of numbers. If I want to store a number which is having 1,000 digits, it's not at all possible. Then what's the alternate solution? Non-primitive data structures. Suppose if I declared a variable as an integer type variable, 30 to 4 bytes, 32 bits of memory is allocated. Yes, sir. 32 bits of memory is allocated. So minus 2 power 31 2 plus 2 power. Yes or no? This is starting value, ending value. Minimum value. This is minimum, this is max. Sir, if I want to store a value more than 2 power 31 minus 1, now go with long. Long is a variable where I can store. The memory size allocated to A is 8 bytes. That is 64 bits. What are the possible range of values I can store? Minus 2 power 63 2 plus 2 power 63 minus 1. This is max. This is max. Sir, if I want to store a value which is more than this, no solution. That's the reason we should go with this. Sir, okay. Sir, I am having two numbers, sir. An interviewer given a question. Guys, having two numbers. Each number is having 1,000 digits. How to add? Primitive data types is a solution? No. We should go with data structures. What are the suitable data structures? Use an array, or use a string, or use a linked list where we can store each number. Yeah, my number is having 1,000 digits. Store all 1,000 digits in an array. Declare an array with size 1,000. Store each and every individual digit of that number in an array. Consider second array. Store the second number. Find the addition. Store that addition in a third array. Or go with the linked list. This is one of the important problem. Finding addition of two numbers, especially largest numbers, using linked list. Anyway, that problem I will discuss. Try to understand the importance of data structures. That's the reason non-primitive data structures comes into the picture. Again, the non-primitive data structures are categorized into two types. What are those? Categorized into two types. What are those? Linear data structures and non-linear data structures. Linear data structures and non-linear data structures. Okay. What are the examples of linear data structures and what are the examples of non-linear data structures? Type your answer in the chat box. Arrays, strings, stacks, queue, linked list. and hash tables. Nonlinear data structures, trees, graphs, and heaps. Sir, what do you mean by, am I clear? Difference between primitive and non-primitive. Now, sir, what is the difference between linear and non-linear? Linear data structures stores the data. Linear data structures maintains linear relationship between the data items. Best example is an array. Consider an array. It's a linear data structure. The relationship between data items is linear relationship. Means the items are stored one after the other in the form of a list. All the data elements in an array stored in consecutive memory locations. That is called linear relationship. Even the stack, queue, all the data items stored inside these linear data structures maintains linear relationship between the data items called linear data structures. Whereas nonlinear data structures maintains hierarchical relationship. Please make the note of this point. Here, the relationship between data held by that linear data structure is linear relationship. Whereas the data held by the nonlinear data structures maintains hierarchical relationship. Hierarchical relationship. Got it? Means parent, two childs, again for the childs, two more childs, for this one more child. These are the elements 5, 10, 20, 30, 70, 80. Was a hierarchy. Organization chart. Consider an university. At the top, presidents will be there. Next level principal, next level professor, next level associate professor, next level assistant professor. Consider our file system in our laptop. Consider file system in our laptop. How file system will be arranged? How file system will be arranged? Yes, guys. How file system will be arranged? Watch here. Watch here, guys. Was the right side, left side pane? Desktop. Otherwise, consider a C drive. Again in C drive, what will be there? So many folders. Again in JDK, subfolders. In bin, subfolders. Tree-like structure, right? Agreed or not? Let me show the diagram. How the file system will be maintained by the operating system. PC. What are the drives? C drive, D drive, E drive. In C drive, multiple folders will be there. Folder 1, folder 2, folder 3. Again, folder 2 is having subfolder, having a file 1. Yes or no? Again, this D drive is having multiple fold, tree-like structure. Yes or no? File system is the best example of tree-like. So, operating system uses tree data structure in the implementation of file systems. Hierarchical relationship. Got it? Array is a collection of elements of same type of data. String, array of characters. Stack, collection of elements which are processed based on the principle last in first out. Queue is a linear data structure. The data is processed based on the principle first in, first out. Linked list, collection of nodes, hash table, where we can perform search, insert, delete with the time complexity big O of 1. Trees, graphs, and heaps. Tree is a collection of nodes. One of the node is called root, and remaining all nodes divided into left subtree and right subtree. Graphs, collection of nodes, no root here. In tree, no cycles, but in a graph, we can see cycles. One node may connect with any number of nodes. So many cycles will be there. No special root node here. So like in Google Maps. Google Map is one of the application of graphs. How that Google Map is implemented? Based on the graphs. Where? So graph is a data structure, guys. And what are the algorithms used? Shortest path algorithms. Right? Suppose if I want to travel from Hyderabad to Bombay, what is the shortest path? Suppose on the road I want to travel. It will show shortest path, right? So their shortest path algorithm is implemented. Yes, guys. Let me discuss one more final point. For example, consider a data structure called Q. It's a data structure where we can store the data. What are the corresponding algorithms? NQ used to insert an element. DQ is used to delete an element. This is a data structure. These are the algorithms. Suppose I want to consider printer queue is best example. Suppose you are having a printer connected to your laptop, and that printer is shared in the network. Anyone in the office may take the printouts from that printer because it was shared in network. There are 100 systems. For all 100, there is only one common printer which is shared in network. All 100 users given the printout. Here, the queue data structure is used by the printer. The operating system stores all the documents in the form of a queue. What is the document comes first? That will be processed by the printer. Consider a stack data structure where we can store the data. What are the algorithms? Push and pop are the algorithms. For example, have a Google Maps. Google Maps use the data structure graph for storage and uses shortest path algorithms. So shortest path algorithm is applied on this graph. Got it? So for file systems, tree data structure will be used for storage, and tree traversals are used as algorithms on this tree. So finally, I want to tell you the applications, guys. We are using data structures and algorithms in multiple domains like operating systems and using DSA in database management systems and using data structures in search engines, using data structures in web browsers, and using data structures in computer networks for various applications, using in AI/ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning, in social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, and using in GPS navigation systems, and using data structures and algorithms in e-commerce. For example, consider Amazon. If you want to search an item, millions of items will be there in Amazon shopping, right? If you want to search one particular item, where the data structures and efficient algorithms are used, within a second, we are getting hundreds of products, right? Banking systems, and we are using in text editors. Consider Microsoft Word, where we have sorting options, searching options, replace options. And you may also use data structures and algorithms while implementing gaming applications. Compilers uses data structures even in cloud computing. No way. Many domains, so many domains we are using data structures nowadays. Yeah, this is what all about intro to data structures and algorithms, guys. Yeah, this is the first topic. I will share these notes in the WhatsApp group. Just have a look on it. A very clear-cut notes I provided. Just what's the algorithm and all. Clear-cut notes is provided. All the points what I explained, you can see from this topic number 1. Next, moving on. Yeah. Now, what is the next topic I'm going to discussing is problems on arrays. First, arrays and strings are very, very important, guys. First, let me complete the problems on arrays and the problems on strings. If you thorough with these, 50 to 60% of the coding rounds can be cleared very easy. So try to practice as many as problems. What are the assignments I am giving? And as well the logics I am discussing on arrays and strings. So in the LeetCode, whatever the problems available on arrays and the problems related with the strings, and as well some of the problems I'll give as an assignment, practice those, try to practice optimal solutions. Yeah. The first problem, what I'm discussing is reverse elements of an array. Yeah, this is the practice link. Just click on this practice link. Directly may go to that and there we can start practice. What's the link, guys? Yeah. Reverse an array. Practice the code only in the platforms, not in an editor. If you want to practice in an editor, practice brute force, other different solutions. But try to practice optimal solution only in these editors, only in these platforms, not in an editor. Suppose say for a problem array reverse, here I am going to discussing 3 approaches. Practice optimal approach in this platform. And the remaining solutions, you may practice in any online compilers as you like, or in any Eclipse editor. If you are no Java language, go with Eclipse. If you are implementing in Python, go with ideally default editor provided by the python.org, right? But optimal solution should be practiced in these coding platforms only, remember. Am I clear? Yes. Now, what's the problem solution? So, I explained intro to DSA. Next, the second topic is problems on arrays. The first problem on array is array reverse. It's one of the basic problem. We are using this array reverse in solving so many other problems in array rotations. That's the reason let me discuss this basic problem in today's session. Watch guys here. These are the elements in an array. After reverse, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1. What it mean? After reversing, what do you mean by reverse? The first element should be the last element in a reversed array. Second element becomes last second. The last element of an array becomes first element. Yes or no? That is called the array reverse. Got it? That's the basic definition. 4, 5, 2. This is the reverse. If an array is having only one element, 1. What are the constraints here? These are the constraints. These are the constraints. The array size should be minimum 1, maximum 10 power 5. The array elements may have 0 to all are positive elements, no negative elements, 10 power 10 to 10. These are the elements range. Minimum, maximum range. Elements range. This is size range. Array size. The array may have maximum this size. You may declare an array with size 10 power 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this size. But inside this array, what are the range of elements we can store? The elements starting with 0 to 10 power 5. Got it? In what companies this question was asked? Facebook, TCS, Hadoop, Google, Infosys, Microsoft. These are the companies. Okay. Yeah. First approach. What is the problem? Reverse array is the problem statement. What is the first approach is? Approach number 1. Using temporary array. Using temporary array. Let us try to understand the process, guys. Let us consider an array A. These are the 5 elements inside an array. 5, 8, 7, 2, and 9. These are the indices. This is input array. Consider another array called temp array. This is a temporary array. Consider a temporary array with same size. If the input array is having 5 elements, the temporary array should have size 5. What is the logic here? Store this last element in the first cell. Store this second last element in the second cell. Store this 7 here. Store this 8 into this cell. Store this 5 into this cell. Retrieve. Access these elements in reverse order and store these elements in temporary array from left to right. Yes or no? Yes, watch here. This is the element we are supposed to be stored here. This one. Watch here. And mark the indices. These are the indices of temporary array. Try to understand the approach here. Okay. Then, what are the statements here? Store in a temp of 0. What is the element I supposed to be stored? A of 4. In a temp of 1, store A of 3. Yes or no? In a temp of 2, what is the element I supposed to be stored? A of 2. In temp of 3, store the value A of 1. In a temp of 4, store the value A of 0. Yes or no, guys? Sir, what is the generalized statement for all these? Here I value starting with 0, ending with 4. The total number of elements in an array 5. I value starts with 0, ends with, suppose if we assumed this is I values. And what is the formula for these indices? 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. How I can write 4? N is available 5 minus 0 minus 1. How I can write this? 5 minus 1 minus 1. How I can write this 2? 5 minus 2 minus 1. Yes, sir. How I can write this? 1. 5 minus 3 minus 1. How I can write it? 5 minus 4 minus 1. Yeah, this is n. How I can take this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I, and constant value 1. That is, the generalized equation is that n minus I minus 1. Yes or no? I is indexing value. These are the I indices. These are the I values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Assume temp indexes are I values and A indices are n minus I minus 1. So write one single loop here, guys. Very simple to write the code. Let us watch the code here. For integer I is equal to 0, I less than n, or a dot length, array dot length, or n. You may use n also, no issues. Means before that one, if you want to use that one, use a dot length, so that you may use n here. If you are not written this, use a dot length in the condition. Just write a single line of code, temp of I is equal to a of n minus I minus 1. That's all. Done. The code is done. Before that, I supposed to be declare one temporary array. Watch, guys. This is my temporary array. Temporary array with size n. Sir, what is n, sir? N is a dot length. A is the input array, guys. Length is a variable, finds the total number of elements in an array. Yeah. N is 5. With 5 size, a temporary array is created. This is the for loop. What it will do? At I is equal to 0, temp of 0. What is the value we are storing? N is 5, minus 0 is 5, minus 1, 4. A of 4, that is 9. Stored. At I is equal to 1, temp of 1 is equal to A of 3. At I is equal to 2, 7 stored here. 8 at I is equal to 4, 5 is stored into this. Am I clear, guys? Now, what is the final loop we supposed to be write is, write back all these elements inside an array. Copy all the temporary array elements into A. So that A contains the reverse elements. I value 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Now, in place of a dot length, you may use n, no issues. Place back a of I is equal to, indices are same, guys. A index is I, temp index is also I. Here A index is n minus I minus 1, temp indexing value is I. Yeah. What happens through this? At I is equal to 0, 9 is copied here. At I is equal to 1, 2 copied here. 7, 8, 5. Done. Am I clear? Find the length of the array. With n size, create temporary array. Reverse, store the A elements into temporary array in reverse order. Copy back all the temporary array elements into this A. That's all. This is my code. Sir, what is the analysis of this code? Analysis means time complexity and space complexity. What is the time complexity of this code is, guys? What is the time complexity of this code is? O of n. Because This is the for loop having n number of iterations because we are traversing this array left to right. Yes or no? If array is having n elements, how many times this loop iterates? N times. Yes or no? How many times this loop how many times this statement executes? N times. O of 2n. N can be 2 can be ignored. O of n is the time complexity. What is the space complexity? O of n. Why, sir? Because we are using a temporary array for storing n number of elements, right? This is an input array, guys. Don't consider this space. But we are using additional space, auxiliary space, temporary space that should be considered. How much sized array? N sized array. If an array is having 1000 elements, we should create a temporary array with 1000 elements. Yes or no? So size of an array A is n, temporary array size is n, O of n is the space. For storing n number of elements, n sized temporary array is created. Yeah, the worry is that additional space. What is the drawback with this solution? Additional space in the form of temporary array. That's a problem with this solution. Got it? Sir, is there any other better solution than this? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. What is that? Two pointers approach. What is this approach I discussed? Using temporary array is one approach. Sir, what is the second approach of solving this problem? Approach number 2. Approach number 2. Sir, what is that second approach? Two pointers. Very, very important pattern in computative programming. Two pointers approach. Very, very important pattern, guys. So efficiently we can solve using two pointers because the time complexity can be drastically reduced using this two pointers technique. Sir, what is two pointers technique, sir? Let us try to understand. Consider an array with elements like 8, 7, 4, 9, 5. Consider 7 elements, guys. 5, 1, and 2. Yeah, mark the indices. These are the indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Two pointers approach. Consider one pointer right here. Its index is 0. Consider a second pointer j. Don't think that C pointers, guys. Pointers means a variable which is pointing first element of the array. J means a variable which is pointing last element of an array. Got it? Okay. Then, sir, swap these two elements. Swap these two. Swap these two elements. After swapping, what is the array? After swapping, what is the array? Here I will get to 2. Write the remaining elements 7, 4, 9, 5, 1, and 8. Yeah, these are the indices. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the indices. Next, increment I pointer means I becomes here. Increment j pointer, let me show within a single array instead of drawing the complete diagram. Yes, watch, guys. After swapping, what happens, guys? Here, what is the element? 2. Let me write in black color. What is the element here? 8. Yeah. Increment I pointer, decrement j pointer. Done. Again, swap these two elements. Again, swap these two. What happens, guys? It becomes 1 and it becomes 7. Again, what we should do? Increment I pointer, decrement j pointer. So now guys, here, what are the values of I and j? Indexing values. Pointing 4, it indexes 2. Pointing 5, it indexes 4. Again, swap these two. After swapping, it becomes 5 and it becomes 4. Again, what we should do? Increment I pointer becomes 3 and decrement j pointer, yes, cross it together. Both pointers came together. Now stop the process. Guys, so when ij pointers are crossed together, even ij came at the same position, stop the process. Sometimes if an array is having 8 elements, do you know what happens? Ij cross together. Then stop the process. Means sometimes there are 8 elements, what happens is j pointer comes here and I pointers comes here. Got it? If there are even number of elements. If there are odd number of elements, both pointers touches at one place, then stop the process of swapping. Yeah, these are the elements in reverse order. Yes or no? Is there any temporary array? No. Only one input array we are using. No additional array here. That's the advantage. Sir, what is the logic? Yeah, consider 2 pointers. I value 0. J value is array dot length. Array dot length. Assume this is ARR. Array dot length ARR. I will show you Python code also. Don't worry. The students who are interested in Python coding, I will show Python code also. Don't worry, guys. Yes, here, guys, what I am doing is I less than j. Means when ij cross together, I is indexing value, j is an indexing value. I becomes greater than j or ij becomes equal, loop is terminated. Yes, here by using one temporary variable, array of I, swapping guys. This is swapping logic. Array of I is equal to array of j. Array of j is equal to temp. Yeah, this is swapping. Increment I pointer, decrement j pointer, that's all. This is 2 pointer solution. This is the code. In the case of Python, instead of using an array, there we supposed to be use a list. Array replacement in a Python is list. That's all. Got it. The function we supposed to be use is length. Length of list. This is a solution. Yeah, initially I value 0, j value 6. What happens, guys? By using temporary variable t, yeah, let it be temp. By using temporary variable, we are swapping the elements. Simple logic. Sir, what is the analysis of this code? Time complexity is O of how many iterations, guys? O of n by 2. If you understood, this is the code executes if an array is having 7 elements, 7 by 2, 3 times. This is the code runs 3 times, guys. Not even 7 times. See, understood. Previously, time complexity is 2n. Now it is n by 2, which is less. N by 2 is less. 2 pointers. Even we are not traversing entire array. It doesn't have any iterations. This loop is having n by 2 iterations. Understood? At I0, 1 iteration, at I1 second, at I... That's all. Terminated. Of course, by 2 is ignored, it will be taken as n. But more faster, guys. Very, very faster than compared with previous. Previous approach, time complexity is 2n, it is n by 2, very fast. Space is constant space. Because no additional space, very, very efficient. Very, very effective. Got it? Right. So like this, you're supposed to be code the logic. Yeah, that's all from my side, guys. Any doubts or clarifications, please let me know. Mm, anyway, tomorrow I will revise this array reverse once again. I will show you the execution part in Geeks platform. Yes, sir. Mm, let me take the questions. Now we can pose the questions, guys. Sir, can you say duration? It's 2 months of time, 2 to 2.5 months. Sir, why another for loop? In finding reverse, because we are placing back temporary array inside the A, so that A contains. Actually, we reverse A, right? We should reverse A. That's the reason what I am doing is I stored all the elements of A in reverse order inside one temporary array. Again, I am placing back all the elements of temporary array inside A. Srikanth. Yeah, already I discussed, right? Can you get notes and writing notes? Yes, whatever the explanation I am giving, these notes I will post in the group. Don't worry. Whatever the explanation I am giving, these notes as well as the material I prepared. For you only I prepared this material. This material I will post in the group. Don't worry. You will get complete material, guys. Okay? Yes. Uh, yes, Srikanth, you will get the material as well, writing notes also. Hemant, sir, I have small doubt. 2 pointer sliding window prefix sum. It will be discussed on. No, no. Under arrays, I will discuss. 2 pointer sliding window, two sum cadence algorithm discussed under the concept of arrays only. I will discuss nearly 11 to 12 problems on arrays. There I will discuss prefix sum, 2 pointer sliding window problems, and as well as cadence algorithm. Like concept first, then similar problems. Next 2 pointer sliding window. Prefix sum, it will be discussed on as separate sessions. Yes. Recorded session, I'm not having any clarity. Let me find out with central team. I will get back to you. 2 months somewhat difficult. Maybe another 10 to 15 days will be extended, Hemant. Not able to understand space complexity as well as time. In-depth, yeah, separate session will be there, time and space. Don't worry. Who is the given? Srikanth. Don't worry about the time and just to only try to understand how many times the code inside the loop executes. That's all. Suppose say guys, I wrote a one for loop, I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Here I wrote one statement. How many times it will execute? 5 times. If I wrote n here, how many times? N times. This is time complexity. How many times that loop executes the statements inside that is the time, guys. Right? Very easy to, only number of times, how many times that code is that based on that we can say time, simple calculation. Can you write? Anyway, time and space complexity concept will be discussed separately. I will take 2 hours of session on it. Yeah, Jahnavi, I will write the code in the Python. Just these are the demo sessions, so don't worry. But what is the material here I'm giving? There you may see in Python code also. Yeah, I will show to you Python code also, don't worry, right? Just these are the demo sessions. Let me take 2 more demo sessions. Once the actual sessions get started, then I will show you the codes in both Java and Python. Around 15 to 16 important problems I will cover in the discussion, and another 15 problems I will give as an assignment. So many we have. Majority element, a single element, cadence algorithm, sliding window, prefix sum. Yes, any doubts or clarifications, please let me know. The array reverse problem, I will discuss again tomorrow along with Python code, as well how to find maximum element, how to find second maximum, how to find nth maximum element in an array. All the problems we will see tomorrow, along with the array rotations, left rotations, right rotations, merging two sorted arrays. Right? So many problems I'm going to discussing on arrays. Right? Yeah.
So, hello.
There is a message. Record session will be directly uploaded in the YouTube. Just to go with that.
Oh, sir, I'm audible.
Yes, go ahead,
Oh, so I'm Gangap sir. Today I joined your session.
sir.
Because sir, I have the college and I'm working for thesis also. I am
May I
non-tech
know your good
background.
name, please?
Ganga Prasad, sir. Ganga Prasad.
Prasad. Please go
Yes, sir.
ahead.
Oh, sir, I am studying my MTech, sir. I'm in the second year,
Okay.
and in my campus, placement starts in November, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I'm like targeting data analyst and data scientist because
Yeah.
SD is not possible like in the short term.
Yeah.
Like this is helpful for me, like how much I have.
100%. 100%. Any student learning AI data science, they should have in-depth knowledge of DSA. It's mandatory.
And so I am non-tech background means I have done my BSc. Now I'm pursuing my MTech.
Okay.
Don't have the that much knowledge in mathematically, but I have the little bit coding knowledge because in the BSc I have learned like Python and all these things.
Yeah, basic control statements like loops and conditional statements, if you have light knowledge on it, it's more than enough to
Uh,
learn computative programming and DSA.
yes,
Only
I
the
have
thing
that.
is that I will explain step by step, line by line, dry run of
Mhm.
the code with examples. Just to
And so
follow that one, try to understand, practice that code on the same day, and whatever the assignments I'm giving to you, practice those assignments on the same day. So definitely you will get the confidence in solving problems.
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Attend for a few more days so that you may get the confidence.
because our little bit because we work lab work now, there is we have like time complexity also here. Can
Mhm.
we? I get recorded sessions if I enroll some courses.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Ramesh, I just wanted to understand about DSA course. Have you already started or will be just started, guys? So whatever the session I explained yesterday, intro, the syllabus, that syllabus again, only yesterday I discussed the syllabus what I'm going to cover. Means here DSA basics means that data structures and algo will be discussed. Whereas whatever the codes I am discussing to make understand, at least you supposed to be aware the basics of Java or Python, like control statements, some basic knowledge of arrays and strings, so that problem solving becomes easier. Here, DSA and computative programming is more about problem solving. Ramesh,
Yeah, okay.
that's my suggestion.
Yeah.
Ramesh, what we supposed to be do is that just to revise the control, if you like Java programming, just to revise the basic concepts of Java like loops and conditional statements, then understanding all these problem solving becomes so simple for you. Again, here discussing loops and conditional statements take again 4 to 5 sessions. Got it, Ramesh?
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, just revise the control statements, loops, and conditional statements once, and have some basic idea how to create an array, how to declare an array in Java or Python. Then, of course, Python we are using list concept. If you revise those things, then following these classes becomes so simple. Only
Yeah.
the programming language constructs only we are using here, nothing else.
Yeah, I already knew that. I'm an experienced Java developer. So,
Okay.
uh, just wanted to know, like, basics means I meant here is like time complexity.
Yes, I will cover.
Um,
Don't worry.
yeah.
Don't worry.
You
Once
directly jumped to the
all these
ground,
are
that.
the, all these are the demo sessions.
Okay.
That's the reason just I'm trying to explaining the approaches and the way of solving problem.
Okay.
Right? Once the regular sessions are, once the batch is finalized, then from topic one, I will start explain once again,
Okay.
serially one by one. What
Yeah.
is the syllabus I shown to you? According to the syllabus, I will explain the concept. See, here I already provided the list of topics, right? Time complexity is in the first topic itself.
Okay.
As I discussed, just intro is completed. Just took a one small problem, just to aware to know how a problem can be solved in how many approaches. What is the best way of solving the problem? What is the optimal solution? Just to make understand that one, I took one simple problem. Got it?
Yeah. Got it. Thanks. Thanks.
Guys, there is a one batch, a free batch on Python and C Sharp. You may attend it, guys. So the students who don't know Python, the students who joined the DSA, for all of you, giving free Python course and free C Sharp course. So don't miss the opportunity. The expert faculty, the experienced faculty are teaching Python, C Sharp. Attend the classes and get the coding experience and learn from the experts. Got it?
Python timing.
In the group, the faculty, the team will be posted. There is
Okay.
a one group for data structures. 6
Okay.
p.m. is the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
C Sharp is at 12 p.m., guys. Done? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending this session. See you tomorrow at same timing, 9 to 10:30. Have a nice day.